And they go, unfortunately, to Islam, to the one verse of the Holy Quran, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in that ayah, without knowing, I'm talking about the people today, they don't know what is tafsir. Tafsir, brothers and sisters, it has its own parameters. It has a paradigm, it has a scale. A person should learn. A person should not go and give an opinion out of their own. The tafsir needs Ahlul Bayt, Salamullahi alayhim, the teachers of the Holy Quran. Otherwise, yes, they will be in such a dilemma. For instance, they said this ayah, which is only one ayah in the Holy Quran, it said, وَضْرِبُوهُنَّ. They said that means that you should beat the woman up. Yeah, subhanAllah. Of course, it's a lot more in the Bible. Somebody reads the Bible, they will see that it says a lot more. For instance, the women are not allowed, they're supposed to be the backbone of the man, they're not supposed to be talking over the man, and so forth. They're not supposed to be going in certain churches, and a lot. But you see that in our faith, no, we haven't. We have the woman sometimes is much, much higher than the man. Because the parameter, the weight for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not gender. It is not a man just because he's a man, he is closer to Allah than the woman. It is not that way. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it. And the proof for us is this ayah. Fatimah Zahra salamullahi alayha is so huge that really sometimes, do you know how wide a person can be to be with Fatimah Zahra salamullahi alayha? And inshallah we discuss that in a hadith that is narrated. I read that to you quickly, so I will get into the questions and answers inshallah ta'ala. This lady, she is so huge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is calling her Al-Kawthar. Now, you know that we have something, okay, that we have Qaleel, right? And then you say, okay, that's enough. And then we have Kathir, a lot. Then we have Al-Kawthar. It's a great abundance. What is this that is great abundance? What is this issue that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving Rasulullah, and then he's out saying, I'm going to give you something that I want her back. Al-Kawthar is the grand lady of the ladies, the lady of paradise, the one that she has completed every aspect, every dimension of a human being, the one that became an equal to whom? To any man? Not to any man. To Amir al-Mu'mineen, to Sayyid al-Wasiyyin, and she is Fatimah al-Zahra, Sayyida al-Nisa al-Alamin. Sallallahu ala Muhammad. Brothers, this is Zahra. She is the one that her happiness is connected with the joy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. She is the one that her anger is connected with the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, you read the beautiful hadith, فاطمة بضعة مني من أغضبها فقد أغضبني ومن أغضبني فقد أغضب الله. Ya subhanallah. Can you see the connection? Now brothers, we know that today her spirit, we discussed about the spirit a little while ago. The spirit can be so large, it can be so huge, that it will be larger than the existence. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how many times in the Holy Quran when He talks about the whole cosmos, then He tells you about an-nafs. وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Then He says, سَنُرِيكُمْ, I will show you آيَاتِنَا, my signs, فِي الْآفَاقِ, in the whole existence, And then he says, وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ. Have you ever noticed the connection between these two? What does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala telling us? He's saying that your nafs is so huge that it equals the world. Now, if the nafs of a normal human being is that huge, what is the concentrated nafs of al-Ma'soom, our 12 apostles? How huge is the nafs of Al-Zahra salamullahi alayha, the one, let me tell you who. This is not the word of somebody like me. Brothers, this is the word of Imam Bilhaq Natiq, Al-Imam Ja'far Al-Sadiq salamullahi alayhi. All of you know who is Imam Sadiq salamullahi alayhi. You know when he says, when we, that is the Imam, that is the Ma'sooms, the ones that they are the greatest icons in the world of Islam. He says, when we want to be closer to Allah, we go through our grandmother Al-Zahra salamullahi alayha. Can you see now what is the meaning of this Al-Kawthar? Ya subhanallah. And all of you brothers and sisters also, if you put anything in your house under the name of Al-Zahra, that place will be blessed. She has such a huge spirit. I am sure that her spirit is right now here too. Her spirit is being pleased because she's saying, he said, Ya subhanallah, these are the ones that they like me, they love me. These are the ones that they come to listen to my name, Fatemah Zahra. And she will pay you back. Definitely, I will tell you now. What is she going to pay you back? Brothers, sisters, salamullahi ala Zahra, truly very little people can comprehend who is she. She is so huge that if you spend your whole lifetime studying her life, you barely scratch the surface. You have to be so huge, and we are not. I know I am not. Inshallah you are. I know I am not. What kind of a limited person like me can be in order to comprehend or understand Fatemah? And I have this statement from Rasulullah. He said, do you know what is the meaning of Fatemah? Does anyone know what is the meaning of Fatemah? Fatemah is this. The meaning of Fatemah is this. Fatemah ta'ani means in al-khalq. Watch. Rasulullah is saying al-khalq. He didn't say the humans. He didn't say the jinn. He said al-khalq. That means Jibreel. That means Israfil. That means Mikael. That means Rusail. You just name it. Of these huge angels. That means Ibrahim. That means Musa. That means Isa. إن الخلق فطموا عن معرفتها. She is so huge that even these huge creatures, they are still short in comprehending this great lady. Do you know how old is she when she died? Allahu Akbar. Truly, brothers, we have great spirits. This is a Zahra. That is why for her to be pleased, Allah will be pleased. Rasulullah will be pleased. That's why for her to be saddened, Allah will care. Rasulullah will care. And as I said, in order to make the time short, truly brothers, what can I discuss such a life of a lady? A lady of a lady. The one that she is the first that will go into the heaven. Should I speak about Hadith al-Mubahala? Subhanallah. Should I speak about Hadith of Ahlul Bayt, the purity of Ahlul Bayt? Should I speak about the Surah al-Dahr, a whole surah that Ahlul Bayt, that Imam Ali salamullahi alayhi, Fatemah al-Zahra salamullahi alayhi, Al-Imam al-Hassan,